Okay, buddy. At the beginning of this journey, your goal was to lose 35 pounds. You've lost 51 pounds, dude.
Holy cow.
Wow, I'm proud of you, man.
Dude.
Good job, dude.
35 for 35 was my journey to try to lead a healthier lifestyle and lose 35 pounds before WrestleMania 35 with one of my best friends, Finn Balor.
Dustin came to me and he said, hey buddy, I want to lose some weight. Can you help me? And of course, that was a no-brainer. Of course I was going to help him. And I think the hardest thing for him was just asking that question. We started working out every day together in kind of the run-up to WrestleMania.
10. Dropping 10. Dropping 10. 10 push-ups, buddy. Camera's on you, dude.
52 squats on top of the 48, on top of the 100 push-ups. You, Finn.
I think the hard part was kind of like tuning him up mentally to like want to do this. I had no doubt that he could make the 35-pound mark.
Ended up not only reaching the 35, but losing 51 pounds before WrestleMania 35.
And now it's just become habit and a part of his routine. And, you know, if he doesn't do it, like, you know, it eats away at him. So really since WrestleMania, he's done all the work himself.
But I knew that once I hit that mark at WrestleMania, that I wasn't done.
I want to continue this past WrestleMania, and I want to see what progress we can get by SummerSlam. And we go for 100 pounds down.
I love it. I love it.
The 100 was just a milestone I put in my head. Is like, okay, this is, I gotta put a number out there just to keep myself kind of going. As weird as it sounds, like in my bedroom at home, right before I walk out of my room, is one of the original photos that Finn and I took framed that shows me 310 pounds and him standing next to me. And it kind of reminds me of where I was. And then as soon as I walk out that door, it's where I am now. So I always use that as a reminder. The background on my phone is a photo of Finn and I at the 51-pound mark. So I'm excited to put a new photo back there that shows us at this stage. Miz wore a shirt that said, Long Island is awesome. And I go, oh, that'd be a cool shirt to run in. And he goes, well, it's a large. And I go, yeah, I know, I can fit into a large now. And even Miz was like, it's yours.
And the transformation is phenomenal, so incredible. It's just, it not only goes from what he looks like, but it goes deep within his heart. He's so genuine and his confidence is through the roof. And I'm so happy he's done this.
No, now that he's skinny, he doesn't look like me anymore.
So the cool thing about Big Show is that I got to work hand in hand on his rehabilitation project that he was working on. And again, he had his own checkpoints that he was trying to meet at that time too.
He comes down to Miami with me, and we're talking about what we're gonna do for that day. Don and I are gonna go on our bike ride. It's hot Miami weather. It's pretty intense. Dustin, you wanna jump on a bike? He goes, absolutely. But just the excitement in his eyes of, oh, this is a challenge. I'm gonna work, be on a bike in the heat, and Dustin just kicked ass. It did my heart good because I saw my friend taking every step possible to make himself better every day, who's known as Little Show.
The Little Show stigma still sticks because I'm losing weight as he loses weight. I'm getting fit as he's getting fit. So that stigma's not going anywhere. He used to be 510 pounds, I was 310 pounds. And even last night, one of the security guards started laughing when I was walking up the ramp and people started yelling Big Show. He goes, you really get that? And I go, yeah, I'm just missing 2 feet.
All right, so the trunk is loaded, as you see, with everything in there. It is time to go donate all of my clothes that no longer fit. I've tried on some of those just to like try some of them on, and like they're really big. So it's cool that like that's a good, you know, indicator of how much progress has been made by the fact that those things are like curtains on me now. So I'll have to donate all of this, and hopefully somebody else can find good use out of all of this.
The little things that come with the weight loss that you don't really think about have all been nice little surprises as we go along. And it's even gotten to the point where, like, Finn told me at one point, like, don't go crazy buying clothes because you got a lot to go still, you know? So buy you some clothes to get you to this checkpoint, and then next checkpoint we'll buy more clothes. Right now we're heading to Universal Studios in Orlando. It's
it's a pretty big day, a pretty monumentous day in my whole journey that I've been undertaking. And that before I did this, and it was pretty embarrassing, is that I could not fit on several Universal Studios rides. They warn you before you get on that the ride is, you know, there's constraints to certain body types on it, and I fit the mold of the body type that could not get onto a ride. I had even gotten on a ride, and the poor girl was just pushing down on the lap bar trying to get it to click, and it wouldn't click. So I am very excited to return to Universal Studios almost 8 months later.
When me and Zach and a coworker would always go to Universal Studios, I would lie to them and say, guys, I get dizzy on these rides. I can't ride this because otherwise I'm gonna be messed up for the whole day. That was a lie. I knew that I couldn't fit on that ride, and I didn't want to go through the humiliation of being told by somebody I couldn't ride on that. So I just I nixed it right there. Not gonna get on this thing.
This is the very first ride behind me where I got on, and the lady's like, I'm sorry, sir, you don't fit on this ride. So I just got done with it, and there was a lot of room left before they would ever say there's not enough room for you to ride this ride. So success, great day.
One of the things Finn told me is, he goes, dude, you gotta make your Instagram public. And I've always been a very private person when it comes to that. He goes, you gotta make it public, man, because they're gonna wanna talk to you. And I made it public, and within about 15 minutes, I had over 6,000 followers on Instagram, and probably 50 plus DMs from people who were sharing their stories with me. Because I know I said in the piece, like, if I could reach one person, I did not expect the outpouring of support that I got from everyone.
People who don't have the courage to get up, and people who are like afraid to start going to the gym, they can just go, and like, you can tell them your story and motivate those people who don't know how to take the first step. You know what I mean? And you'd be super inspirational for all of those people. Like, that's something everybody wants to hear.
For him to change himself on the level that he has changed himself, I think that's an extra special takeaway. That just, it involves some serious reconstruction of who you are as a human being. So I think that's a very, very special thing. I'm very proud of him.
At the same time, I was struggling to make myself better every day. So in some weird way, Dustin's journey actually helped my journey.
He's inspired me to keep going, keep pushing. When I think it's hard and I don't want to go to the gym, I always think of Dustin, because he's somebody that I can relate to, I can take away from. It's hard, it's a hard lifestyle.
But I realized that it wasn't necessarily me giving them feedback or fitness advice. It was more so me relating to somebody who was also experiencing what I had experienced. I'm not speaking to the Finns of the world with six packs and ripped muscles. I'm speaking to the people that are me, that have excuses every day, that want to change but don't know how.
Just his posts and his story is like helping enough, I think, to motivate people and inspire people. But he just wants more, you know, and that's attributed to like the kindness in his heart that he has to want to help everyone.
We only have a couple weeks left until the final weigh-in. Just making sure I get all my workouts in and not slipping up anywhere. Because, you know, the closer that finish line comes, the easier it is to say, all right, it's there. I can loosen up a little. No, I cannot.
One of the things that Finn taught me was to keep the workouts going for you, so that if you get bored, change it up so you're not getting bored in there. One day when we were in the UK, he said, hey, do you ever go running? I said, no, man, I'm not really a runner. Like, I would get exhausted pretty quickly. So we went out for a run, and come to find out that I ran beyond a 5K with him one point. You know, it hurt, but I told myself, like, hey, this is a nice little bar for me to set. So that's what I started doing, was challenging myself with runs.
It's not just a treadmill running. It's active in everything, such as beating the so-called world's #1 at basketball. Whew.
You know, Dustin has, you know, consistently kept with the routine, you know, switched the workouts, and because of the weight loss, he's been able to train longer and harder, and, you know, stamina's up. So I think the running has been a real key with regards, like, continuing that, you know, cycle of losing weight.
I'd say it's probably 1:30 in the morning, and we just got done with Raw in Pittsburgh. I gotta be up in 3 hours to catch a flight to Detroit for SmackDown. This is the final day before my weigh-in, and this go-around has been, a little harder than the first go-around because WWE gave me all the tools I needed to succeed. They aligned Finn and I's schedules together to make sure I was on the road with him and working out with him, and this go-around, that couldn't be the case, so I've really had to learn how to kind of take everything he taught me and put it into the real world, which is, my reality now.
All right, so I wasn't planning on having an audience today when I was weighing in, but I have Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods here.
Yeah. You got one! You weren't planning for one, but you got one!
He was ready. He was ready for one. He knew it. He said, hey, were you filling up, down, down? Can I shoot something in there? I said, yeah, let me watch.
So I know my weight because I've had to track it to make sure that everything I'm doing is working, but I'm here to show you guys how much I've lost since that 259 pounds.
259?
259 at WrestleMania.
Hello?
I'm now at 225.
225? Easy?
What?
225?
Yes.
What
My
the?
God.
What?
My God.
Yeah.
You're gonna be on 205 Live soon. Okay.
That is insane, dude.
Wow.
Sometimes we'll be on the West Coast and we'll have a red-eye flight back, midnight flight, land at like 6 a.m. and I'm going straight to bed. And I'll text him when I wake up and say, hey, what'd you do today? He goes, I was at the gym. When? And he just lands and goes straight to the gym and gets it done. And that's the key, is the consistency and the dedication, and long may it continue.
What's next? We'll see, man. It's not going anywhere, right? I get a text from my dad, just he has not seen me yet, except in video form. Do it! And he goes, please don't put it all back on before I see you. You got nothing to worry about, because I'm having too much fun with it coming off for me to want to put it back on that quick.